Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress, and this is your daily dust for February 29th. If you're watching in real time and consecutively, or you don't have to be consecutive, but most of you who are watching in real time and watch it like this are watching consecutively. But if you're not, if you're just stumbling upon it, then you can treat it as a timeless reading. It's for whenever you stumble upon it, you're using the law of attraction to get a special message for today. But I think it is very interesting that in real time it is leap day. So wow, interesting. Special reading from the Moonchild Tarot, which is a really wonderful tarot deck to use for a day like today. Isn't this box amazing? Just the artwork, oh, so pretty. And you are the dance of light and shadow. I call you my sparkles of light because you are the dance of sparkles of light. I call you sparkles of light because you are. I call you sparkles of light because you are the dance of sparkles. And I'm got my sparkly fingernails and I have my sequence. I've decided to keep this all the time now instead of the way I used to when I first started this channel. I used to like alternate my altar cloth, but now this is like because of sparkles, you know, you're my sparkles of light. So let's get into your reading. We're gonna get a 3-card collective message and pull 3 cards from the middle of the deck. I used to just get them right off the top, but that was not working so well. All right, we have 4 of Wands. This almost feels like a continuation of yesterday. Could be. Oh, wonderful. So it could be a wedding. It could be some kind of celebration. It's the 11/11. Let's see what else. Ooh, the 3 of Pentacles, the 2. Oh my goodness, isn't this fun? These are 2 celebration cards. Now, 3 of Pentacles sometimes shows up differently. It shows up like a collaboration, but this one, I love how this one is showing up like a party, like the 3 of Cups. All right, let's see. Come on, 3 of Cups. Okay, and the Hermits. Maybe a little too much celebrating makes you go into retreat mode. You're like, oh, I love you guys, but check you later. Anyway, let's see what we get. Right away, this makes me think of my awesome friend, moderator, client, extraordinaire divine goddess who's often taken some spiritual trips, adventure journeys, and come back with some amazing stories. But you know, oftentimes they start off as group events, right? And they have this feeling of celebration and unity and friendship and camaraderie, but it's all in the context of a spiritual retreat where you're finding yourself, right? So it could be something like that. So that's just a general overview of this energy here. The 4 of Wands is saying that there is going to be a period of harmony and bliss that celebrates the fruits of your labor and the sweet, sweet times. You're being called to rest your energies after enduring a phase of prolonged instability, and there's much to look forward to. So give yourself permission to replenish your inner reserves and play a little too. With this outpouring of positivity and joy, it is an ideal time to organize celebratory gatherings with family members and loved ones. An emergence of peace and happiness is on the horizon, and you understand the process and rewards of working hard towards your goals. You are able to nurture your loving relationship with others and bring wisdom and abundance into the lives of the people around you. Everything you have been through, you're now going to shift out of, and your priorities are shining clear and true. Very happy energy. And so we go into synergy. The 3 of Pentacles highlights a powerful synergy of soulful collaboration and the support of individual strengths. So yeah, your own inner power through the help of others, of your connections with others as well. This card is an indication, or could be an indication, that you've reached a state of accomplishment and bliss after all your hard work, similar to that one. And with a newfound insight, you understand the steps that now you need to take in order to maintain the momentum of your success. This also signifies great skill, passion, manifestation of your creative projects, both with your own efforts and with cooperation with others as well. And after building these soulful connections with other people, you appreciate their qualities, vision, and how each person is their own individual and what they have to offer. There's a great sense of wisdom and modesty which shines through and embodies this unconditional love and respect for all people. And even so, just like the hermit who loves people from a distance, the hermit doesn't retreat because he doesn't want to be around people. The hermit retreats because he just needs to be on his own. But the love of the people are always there. So when I was hearing you have to maintain this, one of the ways that you have to maintain this high intense energy and cooperation with others is also be able to refocus on your own personal energies, right? So some of it is group effort and some of it is individual effort. And it's funny because the Three of Pentacles is talking about being individual within a group. So you have, it's like the Justice League. I was watching some Marvel comics there. In the Justice League, it's like every single one of them have their own power. And when a person has amazing power and another person has amazing power, you're like, okay, how do our powers combine to unite for a common goal, right? And the movie that I watched was like, it was a bit of they had to figure it out. They didn't know each other. They had these abilities. They're like, how we're going to use them to help each other. And they did. They just, in the middle of some strife, they realized whose strengths were needed when, and then just came together. So it's kind of like that with you and a dynamic group of people. You're going to know when your strengths are needed and when, but you also need your own personal time to continue to enhance your own skills and your own strengths, and also to just plain have downtime so that you can rest and get some rest from that commingling of energies with others. Although even if they're positive people, right? Of course, it's even harder when you're commingling with people of mixed energies. If you're, the more toxic types or the heavier ones, the energy vampires, then you definitely need to retreat. But this is not that case. This is a case of intermingling with really amazing high individuals. But even so, even mingling with those kinds of people, you still need to retreat sometimes into your own energy, and just a kind of a time to find yourself in solitude. And also, this is the main maintenance card. So in order to continue to be an asset to a group, let's say, you have to continue to grow individually as well, and you have to heighten your talents and skills. Oh my gosh. And this can be something major and powerful and amazing, like spiritual, masterful groups of people, or it could be something super mundane where you're like hanging out with friends and role playing or Dungeons and Dragons or something. You know what I'm saying? Because in little games that, like, I don't know if any of you out there know anything about World of Warcraft, but things like that, like where a group of people go out and do some battling or something, they have every persona, every profile has their strengths and abilities. Like the tank is the big guy that takes care of the heavy work, but there's there's the invisible people, and there's the healers, and there's different aspects, and they're all working together to complete a mission. So it could be also games and things like that you're doing with other people, or even sport events, or possibly even like marathon events and things like that, or like a relay, things like that too. So stuff where you're working with others, but you also have to have your own abilities too, and then you need a break to retreat, relax, recoup, and level up, learn more. Oh my goodness. So about this card from this deck, you see in this image, from within the depths of a luminous cavern, the hermit stands at the threshold of the inner earth, looking out into the mountains beyond. This quiet sanctum may be isolated from the rest of the world, but its greater purpose is to serve a sacred initiatory space in which many forms of hidden mysteries and secrets are revealed. This could even be a quest for somebody, like a real lifetime quest happening, starting today, or the works, formulating a plan, formulating today, or meeting with people, coming up with a plan for something, some great quest, or it could be something fun and playful even. So yeah, usually if you have a lot of major arcana, then sometimes it represents something deep and spiritual, but if you have more minor arcana, then maybe it is just a mundane kind of day, but it seems like a really fun day, a really happy day, a celebratory day, a day hanging out with people. This could be a day you hang out with family and just play games and stuff, or that you all work together to create something today. And it may not be, your biological family. It could be like the clique or the kindreds that you hang out with, where you're all working together to create something fun or do something exciting. So then when you go into retreat, this can also represent the sign of Virgo too, if any Virgos out there, or we had that Virgo new moon or Virgo full moon, and maybe that was the beginning of something for a lot of people. The gemstones associated with this card are amethyst, celestite, and moonstone. And so this is kind of describing, a soul-searching journey and wisdom, a very strong transformation possibly in your life for some. For others, it could be just a little bit more mundane, because after all, the Virgo is a mundane sign that it just talks about daily chores and tasks. The Hermit, though, encourages you to seek out your inner sanctuary in order to gently detach from unhealthy interferences or distraction. But it doesn't have to be unhealthy. It could be perfect, like just anything out of balance, it becomes unhealthy. I was just in the shower today thinking, even positive energy, when you have, an overabundance of anything, you need to get back into balance and, cool it down a little, just rebalance everything into a more manageable energy that you can deal with. Because even of course it's obvious when you're around toxic people, then you need to detach and feel, get back into a better space. But even when you're around good people, or let's say, I was also thinking, like when you have a job that you love, you just adore drawing all day, and it's your favorite thing, and that's all you can do, and you don't want to stop. But then even drawing after a while, all day long, you don't want to stop. There's a point in time where it's like, it almost starts to feel like a chore. And when you get to that point, you don't want to keep going, because you don't want the thing that you love so much to be something that you resent. So as soon as you start to feel that way, you feel a little tired, or you feel a little like you're a little exhausted, or burnt out, or bored, then you have every right to do something different. Some of us, like me, change are the things that we do more frequently. There are other people who can go for longer periods of doing the same thing, and I admire them, being able to do the thing that they love for hours and hours and hours. But I have to pace myself a little bit differently so I don't burn out. But anyway, so that's why, like, we come out on my lives. I'll do them maybe a couple hours at a time. And I'm really sorry if anybody tried to come last night. Last night was sort of unexpected. Didn't think I would not be able to go live, but it actually turned out to be a good night for me. So I'm sorry if y'all didn't have that experience with me. I'm thinking about when I maybe could reschedule it, and then maybe I'll just not, and just, focus on Fridays live. So definitely, I do them Tuesdays and Fridays. So just look forward to the next live and come out and hang out with me on Friday. Anyway, so that's kind of what we have to do to, like, don't put undue pressure on yourself. Realize that there's lots of things going on in your life, and you're allowed to put focus on other things at times too. And especially if you're starting to feel burnt out in one area, you can give it a little break, give it a little space, and focus on something else, so you're happy to go back to it when it's time, when you have plenty of time, or when you have a better attitude or better perspective. So while you're doing little introspection or this retreat energy, you can do something pretty deep. You can illuminate some of your truths, and you can go into some deep self-awareness. You can think about your health and the balances that you need to keep healthy, and the composure you need in order to be with people. Relationships require that, requires, when you're with another person, you also have to maintain you as an individual too. So when you're with that person, you bring your best self to the relationship. That's how that should work. If you can't bring your best self to the relationship, then you either got to let them know, hey, I'm not my best self right now, or I need a timeout until I can feel my best self again. Because, they deserve your best, and you deserve their best. But of course, we're humans, so we're not always going to be at our best. So we have to find ways to work with that energy, right? So yeah, I just feel like today or tomorrow or whenever you're watching this, it's a beautiful day of celebrating a lot of camaraderie and great friends and joy around you. But then that need to step out and say, okay, it's time for my solo time now. Thanks for all the fun. Thanks for the fun. Anyway, I hope you liked that. Hope I wasn't rambling too much, but let me know how you liked it in the comment section. And if you would like a reading like this, I can send you a how-to. All you have to do is email me, and I'll see you around. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.